you're getting one. All right? And so the one bed will come with some plants. We will have, today we have a cabbage plant, collard green plant, and broccoli plants. And so I'm going to show you what it's going to look like in your garden. So typically we plant the back row. We try to keep a foot of space with the, can we have your attention? So we will plant these like this, and then there will be a row here where you can plant seeds. We will have some turnip seeds and mustard seeds. We will give you a pack of each. Everyone will get this. And so that's what it's going to go, that's what we have to go in it. Now if you want to plant something different, you can, but what you will get from us is either cabbage, collard green, and broccoli. That's what we have today. So today, in addition to us just showing you what it looks like in here, we're also going to give you a grow bag. The grow bags are here, and the grow bag, we will give you the bag, the pan that the bag sits in, and the soil that goes in the bag, and you'll be able to take one of these plants to plant in it. So you'll go home today with a plant, a grow bag, and you get started, and it's a really fun process. We've had a really good time doing this. This project has been done in other cities across the country, and so we're doing it now here, and we're excited about it, and we believe that it is something that's great and it's life-changing. The soil is actually perfect. It was mixed for the plants that we're planting. It's made for it. So those who don't have a green thumb, you don't need one. All you need is a water hose.
Good answer.
And the plants will grow. So so we will give you some instructions and provide instructions for you on the day that you do it. But it's really simple to plant the plants. The soil is good. It's wet. So this is a collard green. It's that simple. You know, it takes us that long to plant it, and then you water it. So a lot of people worry about how much work this is. This is not a lot of work. If you spend 5 minutes a day looking at it, when I look at the cabbage, I see these little holes. That means that worms got on it. Some people worry about worms getting on the vegetables. You need to know that the fertilizer used to grow it was worm poop. Most people don't know that, but that's what it is. So you don't have to worry about the worms, but you do need to take them off. If you see them, pick them off. And we don't spray any of our stuff with chemicals. Most people grew up using 7 Dust. We don't use that. We pick the worms off and just take care of the plant. And it's not like you have a huge space, so it's pretty easy. It only takes a few minutes.
How often should you water?
Well, while it's 105, you gotta water it. You probably need to look at it at least twice a day just to see, in the morning and in the evening, because this is not normal. Typically this time of year it would have cooled off. You could water it once a day and it would be fine. If it was in the ground, you'd probably water it every other day. But right now, that's not true. It takes more water these days than it would in times past. So this is a collard green. This particular plant is a cabbage. And so you need to leave the space. We actually have about 12 inches in between the collard green and the cabbage, because cabbage grows big. Collard greens go big, but that's all it takes to plant.
Is that soil fertilized?
The soil is made created to grow. So it has all the right stuff in it to grow, and it's not chemicals, it's natural. So it's all organic. It's not, no chemicals. All right? So everything that we do is organic.
How do you find the best location to place it?
The first thing when the question is, how do you find the best location for your bed? The first thing I would do is make sure that I have water. So I wouldn't put it where I have no water. I would try to locate it close to a hydrant where I had a water hose where I could water it. And I would also make sure that it got sun. I wouldn't put it in the shade totally. I would put it to where it was going to get at least some sun, and then mostly sun. But it's okay for it to have some shade. But you need to choose a good spot. But your number one priority is water. And then you don't want to put it on top of or directly under a tree because it may not get enough sunlight. Yes.
What if we don't have any shade and it's just fully in the sun?
It'll be fine. Just water it twice a day. Make sure that it gets water, and it'll be fine. Yeah, and hopefully it'll cool off soon. Yeah, when we start getting under 90 degrees, then everything changes. But it's still over 100 every day, so it's hard. It's hard on everything, and so you really have to water twice a day at this stage. And so this is broccoli, and so we will put it. Try and keep spacing. The broccoli. All these things should have. So we have a growing guide that we're going to give you. It's on the table. Janice, could you get the growing guides? You have one? So you already have it. I don't need it. I want it.
Whoever doesn't have them can grab them on their way out.
Yeah, so you can get a guide for how to set it up and what you need to do. There are instructions for how to manage your garden. In it, there's a growing guide for San Antonio, and so it should be relatively simple. The seeds, I noticed that a lot of people have trouble understanding how deep a quarter of an inch is. That is, you do not bury your seeds. Okay, you have greens, and so you are going to barely cover them, barely. So my fingertip, that's an inch. See, this is an inch. So I only want it to be that deep, a quarter of an inch. Everybody clear? Because I tell people that, and then I watch and they put it like in the bottom of a cup and put dirt on top of it, like 6 inches. So a quarter of an inch is just on top of the ground, barely covered. That's how deep you plant the seeds, and so it's it doesn't. And then you should see something in 7 days. If you're watering it, doing what you do, in 7 days you'll see something with these. There are other seeds they tell you they come up in 7 days and it may be 30, but not these. Greens and peas and beans typically come up really fast. They come up in a time that you expect. So, so you have questions? I'm going to, if someone will give me a grow bag, I'm going to show you